Today we see the next point, multiplication of vectors. So till last lecture we had a discussion on different types of the vectors, okay, and also we have seen the basic concept regarding the unit vector. So what was the definition for unit vector? The vector having unit magnitude and unit direction. That vector is said to be a unit vector. And if we consider Cartesian coordinate system, in which there is x, y and z axis, then unit vector along x axis is represented by I cap. Okay. So what is the definition for unit vector? I cap is equal to direction of vector to its magnitude. So x bar is a vector direction and mod of x. This can be written as mod of x or it can be simply written as a x. So I cap is the unit vector along x direction. The unit vector along y direction, it can be represented as a z cap, and unit vector along z direction, it can be written as a k cap. So I, z, k are the unit vectors, okay, along x axis, along y axis and along z axis in a Cartesian coordinate system. And the definition of unit vector is direction of vector to its magnitude, unit vector along x axis. Unit vector along y axis, z cap, is direction of vector to its magnitude, and unit vector along z axis, that is k cap, is equal to direction of vector to its magnitude. So these are some definitions for the unit vector along x, y and z axis. So using this concept I, z, k, we are going to see the next point, that is a position vector, that will be discussed after this point of multiplication of vector. So this is a very simple point, multiplication of vector. As we know, this multiplication of vectors, suppose momentum is nothing but the mass into velocity, okay, momentum is nothing but the mass into velocity. So mass is which quantity? It is a scalar. Why it is a scalar? Because mass is having, it is said to be a magnitude, means it shows size of the object. Mass is said to be a size of the object, so it is said to be a scalar because it is having a magnitude. What is this velocity? Velocity, it is a scalar quantity or scalar plus vector. Why it is scalar plus vector? Because it is having magnitude as well as a direction. So I can say simply here it is a vector. So scalar into vector, what you will get? Momentum is a vector quantity. Momentum is nothing but the product of mass and velocity, but mass is said to be a scalar quantity because it shows only the magnitudes. Mass is the scalar quantity because it shows only the magnitude, that is the size, and velocity, we know velocity is a vector. So this scalar into vector, that gives a vector quantity. So in short, you can write multiplication of vector is a vector. Vector is equal to scalar, that is mass, into velocity, that is said to be a vector. So keep in mind, scalar into vector always gives a vector quantity. Scalar into vector always gives a vector quantity. This I can say in terms of vector velocity. Okay? Now, suppose the body is moving with some mass. The mass of body is 10 kg. Okay? Is 10 kg and velocity of body is a 5 meter per second. Then what is its momentum? Suppose momentum is said to be mass into velocity. So I can say this 10 into velocity vector is magnitude and direction. 10 into 5, that gives a 50 meter per second. Now see, the magnitude is increasing or decreasing? Magnitude is said to be increasing. Meter per second, that is said to be a, see here, kg, meter per second, that is the unit of the momentum. So in short I can say multiplication of vector is always always shown by there is one digital quantity s into a bar, that gives s a bar. What is s? S is said to be a scalar quantity. S is is said to be a scalar quantity, a bar that is a vector quantity. So scalar into vector, that gives a vector, but the value of magnitude of that quantity is again increasing. How? If it is a magnitude, mass is said to be magnitude, velocity is said to be a vector, but velocity is said to be 5 meters per second. The body moving in a particular direction, there is a vector quantity, but its magnitude is 5. So 10 into 5, that gives a 50, means magnitude is increases. Magnitude is said to be increases, means S is increasing. But even S into a bar, that gives S a bar. So this is said to be a vector quantity. Okay. So this scalar into vector, that gives a multiplication of vector, that is again the vector quantity. So keep in mind, this is the important one. Scalar into vector, that gives always a vector quantity. Only in multiplication of vector, there is a one concept that magnitude of the vector always increasing. इथं बघा पाडले, इथं केवढी होती 10 into 5 is equal to 50. So multiplication of vector always increasing the magnitude of the resultant vector. So this is the concept regarding the multiplication of vector. So scalar into vector always is said to be a vector quantity. So this you should know. Vector is equal to scalar into vector. The product of scalar into vector quantity always gives the vector quantity. This is said to be a multiplication of vector. And the next one, it is a position vector. So that position vector we are going to see in terms of these unit vectors. So position, this definition we have already seen, but now we are going to discuss the position vector in terms of unit vectors. Suppose there is one object I can throw, okay? I can throw this object in this direction. After certain interval of time, the object reaching to this position, okay? And then again I have thrown the second object. The object after certain interval of time is reaching at this position. Now see, both positions are different. Here is the one position A for one object. Here is the second position of B for another object. Or I can say I can throw the object in this direction. Second object is reaching to this position. So these two positions are different. How to locate positions of these two objects? Using the position vectors. You know the definition of position vector. The vector which shows position of the object, that vector is said to be position vector. This position vector I can draw in a Cartesian coordinate system. Position vector representation. How it is represented? Position vector representation. There is one Cartesian coordinate system, okay? O. I have thrown one object which is reaching to this position. At A. I should locate this object. Directly I can go from O to A. So this OA that indicates it is moving in a certain direction. So OA indicates position vector of A. Okay, A objects of position vector O A bar. There is another object thrown from this point. That object may reaches at this position. Okay, this position is said to be B. See, two positions said to be different. How to locate the position of second object? Like this. So this OB bar, that gives which position? Position vector of second position of the object. These two positions are different. एक position of which इतना है, दूसरी इतना है. Okay? Then what is the total displacement between these two? Total displacement between these two, I can say it is a AB. What is this total displacement? Do you know what is meaning of displacement? It is the shortest distance between initial and final position of object. This is shortest distance between initial and final position. So this vector I can say it is said to be a displacement vector. म्हणजे बॉडीचं डिस्प्लेसमेंट A पासून B ला किती झालं एवढं झालं. बॉल जर असा फेकला, काही वेळाने बॉल इथे येईल, नंतर काही वेळाने बॉल या ठिकाणी येईल. The ball is reaching to some position A. After certain interval of time, ball is reaching to the position B. So what is the exact displacement of ball from these two positions. So we know that definition for displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final point. Initial and final point. So that shortest distance. This is long distance. This is the shortest distance between the 2 points. It is said to be a displacement vector. So simply you can directly go O to A or O to B. What is another method to measure the displacement or to reach the point A, to reach the point B? Do you know what is another method to reach point B or to reach point A? Here is a X, here is a Y, here is a Z axis. You can directly go O to A position by flight. You can directly go O to B position by flight. But in terms of X and Y axis, we have to reach to the point B or pointer A. Okay? So first, I will reach the pointer B. First, I have to go X distance. Suppose this is the point B, which is at a distance, X. Okay? So this is the unit. This is the vector along X axis, X bar. Here is the vector along Y axis, that is B bar. Its position at Y axis, it is a Y bar. Means I have to go to X position horizontally, then I have to go Y position vertically. Try to understand. I have to go, instead of going OB, I have to go OX. I will go to the X position horizontally, then I will move to the point X to the Y distance, then I can reach to the position B. Is it clear? But what is this X? It is a vector quantity. How to represent its unit vector? Here is suppose 1i. I is what? Unit vector. 2i, 3i, 4i, or here I can say it is a xi. Okay? Unit vector along x axis that can be represented as a xi. Why it is represented as a xi? Because we know that x bar upon x is equal to I cap. So x bar is equal to what? X into I cap. Is it clear? Direction to its magnitude. Direction to its magnitude is a unit vector. So direction is equal to x into I. Here is 1i, 2i, 3i. So here will be the total x times I. Okay? Here at this point I can write y bar is equal to y into z cap. Y bar is equal to, see, x bar upon x, that is y bar upon y, it is z. So here z 1 times z, 2 times z, 3 times z, here y times z. This will be the position. Instead of going directly O to B, first I have to go to x up to this distance, that is xi, then I have to move towards vertical distance, that is a yz. So xi plus yz, then I can move to this pointer B instead of direct position from O to B. This is one position. Now the coordinates for this position B, this is which coordinate system? This is a Cartesian coordinate system. So I can say, suppose here will be the point. Here will be the point x1. B is at distance x1 from the center. B is a point at distance y1 from the center. Is it clear? मग इथून O to B ला जाण्याच्या ऐवजी पहिले तुम्ही काय केला, O to X ला आला आणि मग X पासून वर्टिकल डिस्टन्स ट्रॅव्हल केला, मग तुम्ही कुठे पोहोचला, पॉइंट B ला पोहोचला. बरोबर? म्हणजे हे डिस्टन्स किती आहे, X आहे, हे डिस्टन्स किती आहे, YZ. इथून इथं डिस्टन्स बघा की J 1J 2J 3J up to total distance is YZ. So B coordinates for XY Cartesian coordinate system, it is x1 y1. So how to write this equation? See, xi, so this distance O to this one, xi I can see here, coordinates are said to be x1i plus x1i plus y1z. Of course it is xi, but these coordinates for this x and y axis are x1 and y1. So here this distance I can say it is a x1, here I can say distance is said to be y1. Here for this point the distance is said to be x2, sake of simplicity. Here distance is said to be y2. Okay, so x1i plus this distance is said to be what, y1z. x1i plus y1z, what you get? this plus this. You can go O to x1, you can go x1 to y1, then you are reaching to point B. If you go directly from O to B, you are getting the same point. If you go directly O to B, you will get the same point, and if you go indirectly O to x and x to y, you can directly again go to the point B. Means target is same. You have to reach point B, either O to B or OX and XY. You will get the same point. So shall I write this distance is said to be RB bar. Okay. So this distance from the O to B, it is said to be RB bar. So this distance is RB bar. So whatever the distance is traveling O to B, the same distance is OX and XY. Means I can write this as a RB bar is equal to xi plus y1j, that is RB bar. RB bar is said to be distance between the position from O to B, that is RB bar. Is it clear? Now we will consider the next point. You have to go O to A directly. So O to A direct distance I can write here as a RA bar. I can write distance here as a RA bar. If you are moving from O to A directly, or you can move indirectly O to x2 and x2 to y2, then you are moving to position A. There are two paths from which you can reach into position A. One path is directly go from O to A, that is RA. Directly go from O to A, that is RA. One vector that shows the position of the object. Indirectly in Cartesian coordinate system, first you have to go to O to x2 and then x2 to y2. Means बघा इथून इथं गेला आणि मग इथून इथं आला, शेवटी तुम्ही कुठं पोहोचला, पोझिशन ए ला पोहोचला, किंवा डायरेक्ट तुम्ही ओ पासून ए ला गेला, तुम्ही पोझिशन ए लाच पोहोचला. म्हणजे RA इज इक्वल टू काय असणार आहे, ए डिस्टन्स आणि ए डिस्टन्स. सो दिस RA आय कॅन राईट हियर, RA आय कॅन राईट हियर, RA इज इक्वल टू x2i प्लस इथून हे डिस्टन्स किती आहे, y2z. Is it clear? x2i plus y2z, that is the equation 2. The point at which we are reaching is B and A. Instead of going directly OB, that is RB, we are traveling from OX1 to x1 to y1. Instead of reaching directly to O to A, RA is equal to O to x2 plus x2. O to x2 along x-axis and x2 to this y2 along y-axis. So RB is always equal to x1 plus y1. RB is equal to x1i plus y1j and RA is equal to x2i plus y2j. You can take here as x1, here as x2, no problem. You can interchange, no problem. Okay. Now this is RB and RA. But what is displacement takes place after reaching to position A? Object comes to position B. Means this is the shortest distance between 2 points. A shortest distance between 2 times, it is always said to be a displacement vector. Then what is meant by the displacement vector from A to B? Therefore, the displacement vector from which point, from A to B, how much is the displacement of the object takes place when it is moving from, first it is O to A, that is the position vector. After certain time moving towards B, that is O to B. But what is the exact displacement takes place for the object A to B reaching shortest distance between the 2 points, that is said to be displacement. ही डेफिनेशन तुम्हाला झालेली आहे, आपण पहिल्या लेक्चरला डिस्कस केलेला आहे. So this AB you can write as a, this shortest distance you can write, see, this RA and this is RB. Who is greater? Suppose RA vector having 5 meter and RB vector having magnitude is a 7 meter. Of course, magnitude of RB is greater 7. Magnitude of RA is less, that is a 5. So I can write RB minus RA, I will get this displacement. RB minus RA, I will get this displacement. Okay. So this gives the displacement vector. So displacement vector, it is, I can write as a d bar. D bar is said to be a displacement vector is equal to what? It is RB minus RA. So where is RB? This is RB minus, okay, x1I plus y1j, x1I plus y1j minus, this is RB now, minus RA x2I plus y2j. Are you getting the point? RB minus RA, that gives the displacement of that object when moving from A to B. So looking to the center O, you cannot measure how much is the exact displacement, but you take the difference of these RB minus RA, you can easily find how much is the displacement takes place for that object reaching from position A to position B. So take the difference here, I can write here x1 minus x2 I cap. These are the x coordinates for the two positions A and B, plus y1 minus y2 z. These are the y coordinates for A and B. X coordinates are x1, x2. Y coordinates are y1 and y2. So what could be the displacement vector value here? Final value. Therefore displacement vector d bar is RB minus RA vectors, okay, is equal to x1 minus x2I plus y1 minus y2z. Is it clear? So this is the resultant displacement vector which shows the position of the object in between the 2 points A and B. So displacement vector d bar is said to be x1 minus x2I plus y1 minus y2z. If there would be the third vector z axis, then your equation would be in terms of x, y and z, in terms of I, z and k. So this is just a simple vector, position vector representation. How to represent position vectors? So this displacement again said to be a position vector which shows position of the object reaching from position A to position B. We show the position of object reaching from position A to the position B. Okay. So here we can stop. In the next lecture we can immediately see the conception regarding addition of vectors and subtraction of vectors. Okay.